Hi friends, and welcome to Hits and Pits with Ebola Cherries. I'm Ebola Cherries, and I'm serving you up the hits and the pits from RuPaul's Drag Race around the world, honey. You guys, we're doing a digital drag show because digital drag is dead, honey. I'm here in Utah, and we have some crazy legislation going on, some anti-trans legislation, so we want to do a fundraiser for the Equality Utah PAC to help legislation for LGBTQIA folks here in Utah. We're doing Digital Drag is Dead. It's going to be a Halloween spooktacular. The numbers that everyone has done for the show are fantastic. I can't wait for the show. Send $10 to the link in my bio with your email, and we will send out a link for the show. It's going to be a great time. We've got acts not only all the way from around the US, but from around the world. It's an international, cross-country, spooktacular gig, mama. Get into it. Digital drag is dead. Bam! Alright, so we have a lot to talk about this week. It was the Drag Race Philippines finale. We're well into season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, and we have a promo for upcoming Drag Race Italia. And I'm playing catch up a little bit, get into it. So my look is American Horror Story Prom Queen Breakout. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it was prom night and she got ready, and then she looked in the mirror and she discovered that she had a massive breakout. It's like the horror. The horror. It was scary. Oh, it was scary. Anyway. Alright, what are we talking about? What are we even doing here? Let's get into this. A minute into this video, and it's just me talking about my breakout. Oh my god. Alright, so Drag Race Philippines finale. They went the whole opposite direction of Drag Race Down Under, and they had all the girls come back. And not only did they have all the girls come back, they had all the girls come back with every outfit that they owned. They were like, you didn't finish the show, but you're gonna still wear everything that you brought, and you're gonna do it in this episode. So I don't know if we're gonna get to every single look, but we're gonna try. So just starting right off, they bring the girls right out. Okay, it's crazy. They bring the girls right out, and here we go. So this is starting right out. We have Prince, who's in a golden yellow and maroon moment, kind of hair slicked back. We have the crest on the back, so it's giving royal, you know, Prince. And then Prince is holding the shoe up from the first episode from the shoes. To me, this look is a hit. It's right on brand. It's Prince. It's giving me a Prince, and it's a hit. Next up, we have Corazon coming out in an awesome showgirl outfit. It's pink and blue. She has feathers in like a headdress situation, fan backpack, you know what I'm talking about. She got platform boots with knee fringe, like fringe bikini, like a whole fan moment. It's a hit. She looks great. Gigi Era comes out with an umbrella and a fan. She's got a hat with spears on it, and then a moon on top, a silk headscarf. She's got a red robe with like hip pleat embellishments. It's giving like, I don't know my references here, but it's looking to me like maybe a little bit of Indian influence, something like that. I don't know. It's a hit. All right, then Turing comes out. It's a simple dress with like a bunched up bodice and draped fabric off of the arms. She like sweeps it around. She's got cool hair, kind of come down like a front and back. It's a hit. I love Turing. Tits up, tits out, tits out. So then Lady Morgana comes out. She's got this jacket that is this fuzzy, like multiple pattern kind of jacket. She clips off the shoulders and she clips off the waist, and it like reveals in the back to this big pattern dress with a long skirt, and she's like parading it around. She looks great. It's a hit. Then Venus Deluxe comes out. She's got a black like undergarments kind of bodysuit situation. She's got a red structured bodice and headpiece that's like very intricate red pieces, a necklace of the same material. And then she's got like a red kind of skirt coming down off of the back like a bustle. She looks great. It's a hit. Brigadine comes out with a pink updo. She's got a blue kind of like frilly layers coat, She's got a pink plastic cocoon dress underneath. It's like very butterfly, draping it off the shoulders, kind of the coat dragging behind. It's a hit. Minty Fresh comes out with a gold dress with red trim, a long skirt with like spiked sleeves, the elbow holes coming out, and then her hair is like spiked in the back. She looks awesome. It's a hit. So then Pal comes out and does a number mama. It starts out with a really close-up dramatic. She's in a frilly bodice dress, dramatic highlighting from above, and then it's dramatic lighting from her back, and she comes forward with her dress, and they rip away the sides of the dress, and she's revealed to be wearing this like disco glitter mirrors bodysuit underneath. She has her hair pinned up. She lets down her hair, shakes it out. She has this really cool like multi-layered look of her eyes and makeup going on. So then some guys come out and start dancing with her, and then all of the eliminated girls come running out, and they are wearing all different outfits. This is like their dance outfits. If you see them here, cool. If you don't, I didn't get to it. But then they all come out and they're doing a number. They're all doing the most, and it's awesome. Like, way to bring the talent back and reconnect with everybody that was on the show. So then the guys come back out and they do some partnering lifts, and they end in a big dramatic pose. And Mama Pow, Mama Pow, Mama Mauma, Mauma Pow, Mauma, Mauma Pow, Mauma Pow. All right. So Mama Pow introduces us in her disco number. Khaled Karen is here. She has a white dress with black feathers and a high ponytail. She looks great. It's a hit. Jiggly is wearing an asymmetrical like houndstooth with like a big shoulder spike coming off of one side, and the other side is like kind of black, and it's all stoned. She has really cute earrings. It's a hit. Rajo's got a white jacket with an intricate, looks like trees or something, like black pattern, white and black pattern. It's a hit. He looks great. Oh, and then my favorite judge of the season, John Santos, is wearing, he's got like a white jacket with black patterns, black shirt with a V-neck, and then he's got a necklace and a bowler hat. And he talks about, season 2, which you already know has been approved, so it's a hit. Favorite judge of the season, love John Santos. So then the remaining gals, the top 4 ladies, come out for their last 2 runways. This is their fabulous, campiest drag. And this right here is an homage to herself. Coming out first is it Precious Paula Nicole's green tent dress. Precious Paula Nicole comes out in a camping. She comes out in a very camp garment. It's clearly a camping tent, but then she has these really cool, like intricate, I don't know what, Mobius strip shoulders that are really cool. She looks great. It's like Girl Scout Thin Mints. It's good. It's cute. It's a hit. So then Eva La Queen comes out as her favorite snack dish food moment. I'm gonna try to get this word right. It's the Lipsync Toke. It's the bean sprout spring rolls. She's got a simple kind of white dress with the print of the spring rolls on it, kind of patterned in a gradient on the dress. She's got a platter of the dish in her hair, and then she also has the vinegar and the sauce in her hands. Man, she just fucking loves those spring rolls, bitch. It's a hit. She looks great. Makeup always looks awesome. Silhouette comes out in a Cher dress. She's got like big, like frizzed out hair. She's got this really cool headpiece going on. And then it's like 2 Cher faces meeting in the middle, and it's hair fringe coming off the shoulders, and then intricate stripes. It's like stripes on one side and then diagonals on the other side. It's a really cute look. It's very silhouette. She looks great. It's a hit. So then Marina Summers comes out with this little red mini dress, and she has a big can on her head, and she has a big flip-flop purse. So she puts a can on the ground and then throws her flip-flops at the can, giving like Philippines references that I do not know, but she's doing it, and everybody's living, and she looks great. And on the back of the can, it's, the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent ingredients that you need to be the next drag superstar. She looks great. It's a hit. So then the ladies come out for the second runway, the Indigenous Extravaganza. So Precious Paula Nicole comes out. She's talking about the material of her garment being used to be like floor sweeps. It's brightly colored textile garment. It's like a neon tribal outfit patterned with beads and tassels. She's got a big giant headdress and leg tassels. She looks awesome and it looks great under the lights. It's a hit. Very neon. Ebola Queen comes out in a dress woven with strips, and it's like woven in strips, very similar to what Black Peppa and John Ridge Bomb were trying to do up on UK the other day. And got the big turno sleeves coming out the side. She talks about it's made of a certain kind of fabric, which I can't remember right now. Ooh, got a golden headdress, like neck embellishments and really long nails. She looks awesome, it's a hit. Silhouette comes out in a white gown with asymmetrical shoulders and a spike sleeve. It's like a layered skirt, slit high over one side, and then like layers of fabric coming down off the hip. And then she's got this hat with these pheasant feathers. She says, I'm used to being a mother, so please enjoy my dips. Like, oh my God, she looks great. It's an awesome, awesome look. Silhouette looks great. It's a hit. So in between runways, they do a whole clip show. They're like showing you the whole season in clips. So we're gonna skip that and we're gonna go to Miss Universe 2015 coming back, Pia Wurtzbach. She comes out in this like sexy nurse number. She looks great. It's like this white, she got like spikies. It's like a little mini skirt. She's like, ooh, it's like strappies. Anyways, she looks great. It's a hit. She comes out to crown Miss Congeniality, which ends up being Lady Morgana. And this picture of them that I found is really cute. Blue. Lady Morgana getting crowned by Miss Universe. Ooh. Congratulations, Lady Morgana. Awesome, awesome winner. So the gals all come out and they have these big giant coats on. There's definitely no, count them, no reveals about to happen up on this stage. Nobody's about to do a different outfit change today. So they spin the wheel. It ends up being the first round is Precious Paula Nicole versus Ebola Queen. They lip sync to Sissy That Walk by RuPaul. Ebola Queen has this like long auburn hair. She's got this black cover up. And then Precious Paula Nicole has black and white hair and a black and white cover up going on. It's like big, roughly like framing her face and covering her whole like frame. So Ebola Queen plays campy for me in this, but she kind of loses pace to Precious Paula Nicole, who kind of uses her garment more dramatically. I feel like Ebola Queen gets rid of her stuff too early and then is kind of like looking to see what Precious Paula Nicole is doing. Whereas Precious Paula Nicole is like taking the stage, she's sweeping the coat around dramatically. She really kind of owns the number from the beginning. Oh yeah, there's the moment at the beginning where they're talking about fly, 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 fly in the song. And Precious Paula Nicole has this like bird that flaps. I mean, camp girl. She just was literally the camp girl. So Ebola Queen ends up giving a great performance. It just is that Precious Paula Nicole, I feel like outpaces her and just really sets the tone, sets the mood. And it ends up being that Precious Paula Nicole is the winner and Ebola Queen is the first out. I secretly wanted Ebola Queen to win because she just had such a cool aesthetic throughout the season, and she was the talking head. She was like the narrator of the season for sure. Really cool interpretation of drag, really cool aesthetics, just awesome person. I really enjoyed Ebola Queen in the season. I secretly wanted her to win, but she's the first out, and Precious Paula Nicole moves on to the next round. And then it's kind of like the showdown that has been happening since episode 1. It's Marina Summers versus Silhouette. We finally get the showdown. And they lip sync to Call Me Mother by RuPaul. And oh my God, I just have to say this right away. I don't even know if RuPaul is allowed to even do this number anymore, because now RuPaul has to ask Marina Summers if RuPaul can do Call Me Mother, because bitch didn't have to go that hard, but she just did. And she hit every word, she hit every beat, she had something that was clear at every time. She just, she just was so good. And it's not, the Silhouette was bad. Silhouette had a great performance, she had a great outfit and a double reveal, but it just ends up that like, just Marina eats it up. Just Marina ate up the whole thing. And it, you know, that's all there is to it. So Marina Summers wins the first, and Silhouette is the next out. And you know, I just have to say that Silhouette being the next out, I secretly wanted Silhouette to win. Do you know what I mean? I just thought that she just had like a really unique, like elevated perspective on style and drag. And she clearly has a lot of like influence of Filipino drag. and she's really super just pretty. It's Silhouette, man. She fostered a lot of the talent that was on this season, and she had a really strong showing. She had great fashions. I really thought that she was like very sharp throughout the whole season. Yeah, I secretly wanted Silhouette to win, you know, but what are you gonna say? So then it ends up being the last lip sync it's Marina Summers versus Precious Paula Nicole. In the meantime, Mama Pow has switched outfits, and she comes out as this golden queen. She's got flowers coming up. Her hair is coming up as the crown with like golden tips on it. She looks awesome. This is like her coolest look of the whole season. It was really like the way to just crown a season of awesome looks from Mama Pow. And she comes out to announce the final lip sync. They lip sync to Serena by Glock 9. Marina Summers has fabric like in a cross over her chest and then billowing back down in like a skirt behind her and like strips of fabric. Precious Paula Nicole has big hair with like a blue and yellow gown. They both kind of reveal right after the first verse near at the same time. Marina Summers has like a nude bodice with like pearls on it. Precious Paula Nicole has like straps and boots and like a wig reveal to a different hair, a more sleeked back hair that she kind of whips around. So what ends up happening here is that Marina Summers gives us the same level of awesome polished performance to where now RuPaul was her royalties for the song. And Precious Paula Nicole does the same thing where she kind of takes over the stage. She goes around her. She gets the judges over here. She gets the girls over there. She really owns the space to where at some point Marina has to kind of like go over here and like, okay, I'm gonna kind of do my thing over here. And at that point, it's like, no matter how good Marina does, she's still deferring in the space to what Precious Paula Nicole is doing, who's just out here owning the space so confidently and looking gorgeous. Precious Paula Nicole wins. She's the first winner of Drag Race Philippines. I think an awesome winner, especially after all the talking about like her family and her journey on the show. I just think that it's a really cool win to be the first winner of Drag Race Philippines. I love her. I hope that she gets a bazillion gigs and we see a lot more of her. Why doesn't she get to do a WoW Presents show? You know what I mean? Precious Paula Nicole, love her. But in the meantime, I secretly wanted Marina Summers to win. Do you know what I mean? I secretly wanted it to be Marina Summers because she was just so talented throughout the whole season, just always looking just mugged, beat down. There's my cat. It's Halloween spooky, my cat. Yeah, I secretly wanted Marina Summers to win, but it is Precious Paula Nicole's time. Marina Summers is gonna be just fine. And that is the Drag Race Philippines finale. Oh my goodness. Oh. I didn't see you there. Ooh. All right, so now we're talking about Drag Race UK Season 4, Episode 4. This is, you know, I think gonna be one of those iconic episodes that people will be talking about for a long time. So, right at the top, they're talking about Copper Top leaving, and Black Peppa doesn't know her name and calls her Ginger, and everybody's gagged, and I'm gagged, and I'm sitting there screaming, so that's rude. Cheddar jumps in and is like, oh, it should have been me up there, or, you know, whatever. And Danny Beard is like, oh, it should have been me up there. Funny moment, hilarious Danny Beard. Jomber's Blonde says that she stands by her look and that it is fashion. And to that I say, yeah, me too, girl. Woo. So at this point, like, Dakota's in the lead, right? Like, Dakota just kind of like scooted right up in front of everybody else. Like, bloop, Dakota Schiffer, you better work. So Ru comes out in a suit, and it is a hit, mama. She's got like it's like a black and white pattern and a red shirt. RuPaul looking good, coming right into workroom at the top today. She announces the line of Booty Duty. They're playing musical chairs to RuPaul's song. And getting ready for this, LaPhil puts buns in for buns. That's camp. LaPhil is great. I just to say right now, before we even get started any further, there is just nobody like LaPhil. There's nobody that you can compare to on any of the Drag Race seasons that is comparable to LaPhil. LaPhil is truly giving incomparable, you know, the one and only LaPhil. I think everybody in the world is sleeping on LaPhil. I hope LaPhil is in the top. I hope LaPhil's like in the top 2. You know what I mean? I hope LaPhil makes it all the way because there's really nobody that you can compare LaPhil to, and I just truly enjoy them. And putting buns in the buns. It was so funny. So Pixie Polite wins and gets to pick the groups. Ends up picking herself with Cheddar and Danny, and then just goes down the line. It's Dakota, LaPhil, and Baby, and then Peppa, Jombers Blunt, and Sminty. So the improv challenge is Catty Man with Alan Carr, and I guess he had a show called Chatty Man, so this is kind of like a play on that. He's hosting his talk show, and these bitches are coming on it doing their little sketches, okay? As they're getting ready, Cheddar asks what was Pixie's strategy in getting together the teams. And then Pixie kind of ends up being a little shady, and Danny and Cheddar Gorgeous is sitting there like, so just keep an eye on that. That's just like hilarious to me. So what was your strategy? Like, that is just very Cheddar Gorgeous, and I love it. Then as they're discussing the scene casting when they're sitting over on the couch later, Pixie tries to be like, oh, yeah, team talent, and Cheddar Gorgeous is over here like, I'm not listening to you, I'm not talking to you, I'm not involved in this idle banter, you know what I mean? Cheddar Gorgeous, stirring the pot but saying nothing. So group 1 comes out and they do the best, they do so good, and it's kind of like, the improv challenges are always kind of hit and miss. Usually you're usually wanting the hits, you know what I mean? You're usually wanting it to kind of bomb, so you'd be like, that was crazy. And sometimes you just get like one of the best scenes ever delivered. Cheddar and Danny and Pixie Polite coming out doing their sketch, they nail it, and it's one of the first times as a viewer I've ever been able to just sit there and watch the show and go, character, joke, things are happening, I didn't feel nervous about what I was watching. I didn't feel like I was like, oh, you know, I was like, actually went, I'm watching a show, you know what I mean? So kudos, congrats. And then from there, there's only one place for it to go. So group 2 comes out, Dakota comes out and tries to do a voice, breaks right away. Baby comes out really strong. I really love Baby. Baby comes out for this moment and is doing this over the top character. And she gets up because she's supposed to demonstrate about her singing voice, and she goes, big old titties in your face, and you want a taste, but you cannot have a taste, for I am an independent woman. I've been seeing all different variations of that for the last over a week. Yeah. Big old titties in your face, and you want a taste, but you can't have a taste, for I am an independent woman. Non-stop, just non-stop. Okay. Anyway, she starts out really strong, but then it just kind of, I feel like maybe she kind of goes, and it doesn't quite land where we needed it to land, but I love the beginning. I'm constantly seeing that for the rest of my life. We'll get into it. Then LaPhil comes out and it all falls apart. LaPhil is trying to do a character, but it's just not, it's like over talking and maybe doing like some layer of like meta talking, kind of bombs. They're throwing up hairballs. They're doing like cutaway scenes of them talking like, what's going on here? Ooh, it kind of bombs. And then the next group comes out. You think they bombed, and then the next group comes out, and then it bombs even bombier. So you're like, just really, it's like a full strike. Like they were all set up and then knocked down. Group 3 comes out, and right away, Alan does not know what to do about Black Peppa. Alan's like, what? Doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know how to handle it. Brings out the next guest right away. Sminty comes in and immediately bombs. And like bombs the worst in history of all of the girls, which is, you know, iconic in and of itself. She bombs the worst of all the girls that have ever bombed. You know, we all watched it. It's there. Blue, I don't know. Also, Jombers Blonde was there. So as they're getting ready, Pixie Polite ends up setting this whole other expectation with Danny Beard, talking with Danny, and then Danny's sitting there saying like, oh, I hope you get it. So there's this whole other interaction going on that I thought was interesting. Then we catch a dialogue with Dakota Schiffer and LaPhil talking about the importance of their hair. Dakota, for her, was talking about kind of learning drag and her gay identity, and then her trans identity, and then LaPhil growing up in a Chinese household, and the kind of expectations that came with that, and you know, how can growing out your hair long defy those kind of expectations. It's a really touching, heartfelt conversation between those two. I'm loving Dakota Schiffer more every episode. I just absolutely love LaPhil. It's a great time. Emotional conversations, but like a cool way to talk about them and showcase them, you know? Black Peppa and Cheddar Gorgeous also have a discussion about hair, and Black Peppa talks about how her hair is her identity, it is her Black identity, and how she uses it to express herself artistically and just every day in the world as a person, how she wears the wig in the workroom. And then Cheddar Gorgeous talks about their journey of losing their hair at a younger age, and kind of how that helped shape them and ultimately inform their drag. Says, isn't it interesting that like the thing that set us against the mold is like helping us to shine and stand out and be stars now. All right, so then RuPaul comes out for the runway in the glitter curtain from Drag Race Down Under season 1. It's like a asymmetrical pantsuit, like, you know, a little bodice, but then like a curtain shimmer pant, one leg. Why is it a one leg pantsuit? I don't get it. I don't know what's happening there. It's like Forever Plaid is gonna come out between her legs at any time. It's a pit. So Michelle has like a pulled back like faux mullet. She's got a black lace top with shoulder pads and gloves and lightning earrings. It's a hit. Alan has a marigold jacket, like a colorful lapel pin, psychedelic shirt, and pocket square. Looks great. It's a hit. Allison Hammond has a high pony. She's got like a navy shirt with silver fringe. It is a pit. I don't know what's going on. Is she like going to the rodeo? Is she like, I don't understand. It's a pit. I'm controversially going to give it a pit. But I love her. Great judge. Great judge, great feedback. Love her. I don't get what's going on with that shirt. So the runway category is the main event. Love your hair, hope you win. Danny Beard comes out in a little black dress moment. Got big puffy sleeves. Walking the dog, which is like she says is like a Davina De Campo reference. The dog has a little red hair wig, but it's just like the wig. She's like pantomiming it. It's simple, but it kind of fully lives in her aesthetic. It's a hit. Cheddar Gorgeous comes out as the Cheshire Cat. Full furry moment. Got a red and purple bodysuit with pink boots. Takes off the big pink coat and it slides down, and the bodysuit has pink puffy sleeves as well. And then she also coughs up a hairball on the runway. It's a hit. Pixie Polite comes out as the Birth of Venus. She's got peach colored drapes and swags. She's got curls. She's got a half up, half down auburn curls. For me, I'm like, what's the clam moment? She like lifts it up and it's her tuck or something like that. I don't know. It's like camp or something. It's a hit. Dakota Schiffer comes out as an upholstery fabric inspired garment. It's a pink peach colored drapes to make up the bodice and swags. And then it's a pink halter and a midi asymmetrical kind of off the shoulder and skirt moment. She's got a green train, and then she has big yellow tassel hair. She talks about the importance of kind of long hair and playing with stuff at her family's house. I'm seeing her style. I'm starting to kind of see her vision. This is really, I like it. It's a hit. Baby comes out in a hat and a dress structure that is made of locks. It's got brown locks with gold accents. She's got platform heels that are also finished in the same. The thing about this is that it's not even a bodysuit with some shit on it. It's just like strapped on. It's a hit. LaPhil comes out in a bikini made of hair from the drain, and the drain plugs are all attached around it. It's a low bodice with side swoop sleeves, and it's got almost like panniers of hair on the edge. Her wig is like her middle part, and it's got it's frizzed out and dyed lavender. And the biggest gag is that she throws off her wig, and then it's her real hair underneath, just long and flowing in the breeze. She looks fantastic. I love this runway. I love LaPhil. She is so creative and unique, and no one is doing it like her. She has crazy inspirations, and LaPhil. It's LaPhil. Oh, LaPhil! It's a hit. So Black Peppa comes out with golden toned, like braids dressed. She's got braids up on the bodice, and then the braids on her head are twisted up into like a headdress coming up like from the the base of the head. The thing about this for me is that it doesn't fit. You need some straps to hold the bodice up. It like the top of it is weighed down by the braids. And it's like falling off. And this is also was happening on her purple dress with the big spikes. And I feel like there was another time too, but maybe I'm just making that up. We only have 4 times, but I'm seeing that moment happen where it just doesn't quite fit, and then it's like maybe the pads don't fit on the hips, so it's kind of like diapery in the hips. It's just not quite fitted cleanly. Or maybe she got there and it was stressful and she did the Spanky Jackson. But you know what? It's a hit. Oh, so Minty Drop comes out as the Moth Woman. She's got this white dress with this thoracic kind of lined pattern coming up. She's got a big, puffy, open bodice neckline. She's wearing long gloves, like thigh-high stockings, big old boots, platform heels. And she has a cool wig with these intricate braids that are like pattern coming up off the side, and she's got probably what were her nipple pasties the other day as big eyes. This is so cool, such a great look. It's a hit. Jomper's Blonde comes out in like it's got like a gray streak in the front, and it's kind of like an old beehive helmet, kind of old, like a 50s, 60s kind of beehive helmet. Maybe it's to match the fur in the coat. She got this big, almost Deja Sky, big fur coat going on with the cinch tied around the waist. And she comes out and she says, it's a surprise, it's fur knickers. And is it a surprise? Like, I don't know if it was a surprise, but it's like fur, and then she shows a little snowflake butthole. You know, it's a hit. For Dakota, Black Peppa, and Jomper's Blonde are safe, they're gagged. Then the first team is all high, and then the remaining people are all in the bottom. So right here, Danny Beard wins, and everybody says how perfect Danny Beard is. No notes. RuPaul says I wouldn't change a thing. You're perfect. And everybody's like, wow, Danny Beard wins. Pixie Polite cracks. She full jams. This is like her moment of the season. Her face on this moment. She's like so pressed about losing. She's like, oh man, she full jams. I'm gonna start calling it Pixie, you know? So in the critiques, they also really build her up. I might have been out of order here, but they really build her up in the critiques. And then when they go back to Untucked, everybody's like, wow, so good, so cute. And Cheddar Gorgeous goes, I'm sorry, that's great, but you, Danny, were perfect. Danny, you were awesome. Danny, you were the best. And Pixie's like, what? Does it again, cracks again. And then there's their in Untucked, not Dakota saying, but you're the worst though. Rude. In Untucked, they also talk about Baby's kind of anxiety responses to dealing with authority, which is completely, entirely relatable, okay? Danny wins. RuPaul says to Pixie Polite, you are safe. Pixie Polite cracks even more. It's like 3 different face cracks in one episode. Then we have Baby LaPhil and Sminty in the bottom, okay? So to me, you cannot have in a hair challenge LaPhil be in the bottom. So it ends up being Baby versus Sminty. This is a great lip sync. The song is Respectable by Mel and Kim, if I'm remembering correctly. They both have a lot of energy. Baby is giving it everything. I think what's happening with Sminty is that Sminty has a big giant wig, big giant platform boots, little mini skirt, can't really move, probably is cinched for craziness. Sminty does a fun, great, campy performance, but ultimately just can't keep up. Baby just is giving everything. And I probably couldn't show it a lot because she ends up being, stripping off her not even a corset with some shit on it, and really giving a high energy performance and great dancing, great lip sync. Baby has everything. You know what I mean? Baby's awesome. Baby wins. And somehow Smitty is on the way out. I didn't necessarily see this happening, but here we go. Onward and upward. And Smitty leaves us with one of the iconic moments that's going to be memed about forever, is the sad Smitty twerk on her way out. She's just like, just twerking away. And that is Drag Race UK Season 4 Episode 4. All right, this is the Drag Race Italia Season 2 promo, baby. So right away, Priscilla comes back out. She's got a pink bodysuit with shoulders and hips like Judy Jetson Hooker. It's pink with silver embellishments. She's got like hair coming up into these intricate kind of like pulled back twists and braids. It's, you know, giving like alien mother queen. She's talking about spaceship this, spaceship that. It's a hit. First up we have Neolinia. I'm sure I'll learn how to say that name. She's 31. She's from Rome. She's got purple puffy tool, purple people eater. Got purple puffy tool. She's got a bodice, kind of bare shoulders, holographic earrings. She's got gloves and big boots. She looks like Space Barbarella. I think she said she's Rita Khan's sister. It's a hit. Then we have Aura Eternal. She's 24. She's from Palermo. She's got an up ponytail, big earrings, kind of Ariana Grande moment. She's got gold ruche fabric kind of spread out over her dress. It's sheer fabric draped behind her shoulders. She's talking about the influences of her aura. She feels her aura. And she's the best singer in this bitch. She can't help it. It's a hit. Then we have Scandalev. She's 33. She's from Karato. She looks like Debbie Gibson. She's giving very strong Debbie Gibson vibes. She's got a trench coat, kind of cinched moment of fashion. She has these big crazy hearts on her shoulders and around kind of the silhouette of her shoulders. She's got pink tights, like a strappy ankle platform heel. She's got a wig that's not really helping the proportions, or the cameraman is just really mean to her. I don't get what's happening. Is it supposed to be a reveal? Does she have like a belt? I don't know what's going on with it. It's a pit. Then we have Narciso, 29, small town near Frigione. Okay, Frigione. Singer-songwriter, also the best singer in this bitch. Never wears a wig, got big shoulder pads. Maybe, I don't know if I'm getting my references right, but kind of give me the flavor of a little bit of a matador, kind of inspired shoulders going on the bottom, because I had like a little mini mermaid's cut skirt on the bottom, which I usually don't like a mermaid cut, but it was really cool. Black tiger print kind of fabric. It's a hit. We have La Petite Noire, 32, from Palermo. She's the dancing queen of the season, self-proclaimed. She's got this nude illusion and blue inspired bodysuit, and then this headdress. It's like a behind the ears crown, and it's getting fins along with like the shoulder embellishments and the hip embellishments coming out. It's really fitted beautifully. She looks gorgeous. Her mug is white. It's a thing called a coronet, where it's like a behind the ears crown. Is it a coronet? I don't know. If you know what it is, let me know. She's aquatic, she's blue, she's La Petite Noire. So I don't know what La Petite Noire has to do with this. It's a hit. We have Pantera Virus, 29. She says she's the drag Chioccara, which is a region southeast of Rome. So it's like Indigenous Romans. Is that right? Indigenous? I don't think that's right. Regional. She's got a denim garment that has this black vinyl with these exaggerated lapels that are kind of like sharp lapels. She's giving goth girl with like a real nude cutout. I thought it was a nude illusion, but it's really her skin with like this tiny little cinch waist. Oh my god. Black nails, black, eyeliner. She looks great. It's a hit. Then Tanisa Yonsei comes out. She's 28. She's from Sicily. She's got an updo with kind of braids and feathers. It's like kind of like a faux hawk situation going on, and like yellow feathers coming out the back. To me, it's like almost like an upholstery moment, but I don't know if it's just because that's how, like the lining and the tassels on it, but it's got like this mosaic fabric, the feathers coming down off of it as well, and it's got separate sleeves with the same trim on it. The bottom of it is like really these structured hips, and then it's a skinny gown that flares on the bottom. She looks great. It's a hit. Then we have Obama, 33 years old, from Rome. She's got a blue dress that's like ruched up in the front to like be like an asymmetrical, like waves across the front. And then it cascades kind of down. I love this dress. This dress is gorgina. This dress is everything. Like, it looks so cute. The dress alone is a fashion moment. However, there's this necklace that she's wearing, and I can't tell exactly what it is. It's like, perhaps it's like wires and strips of, is it grass? Is it paper? I can't tell what it is. Got this necklace going on that kind of breaks up what's going on with the gown. There's a newspaper sailboat hat. So it's like a sailboat on a blue, ocean. But to me, the overall pieces don't connect to each other enough. It's like, I wish that the rest of the dress was a little more newspapery, or a little more had this necklace, and it's like I get trying to combine different elements, but it overall did not work for me. It's a hit. Love the blue dress. She looks gorgeous. But I don't get the elements together. It's a hit. Then we have La Diamond. Alright, she's got purple cushions. And it literally is cushions over her shoulder with like jewels laid out. And then it's red gloves reaching up and like, you know, red gloves like hoisting her up, and she's the diamond. She's got this jewels pillow in her hair. It's like, you know, diamonds on display, and she is the ultimate diamond. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Purple with red accents, diamonds everywhere. She looks like $1,000,000. And she looks amazing. This is an absolute hit. Then we have Geoffrey, 25, from New York City, parents from Caviera. She's giving like alt drag, bearded queen. She's got a cinched bodysuit with straps kind of going horizontally up and down the arms. It's a big neon puffy coat, some long ass sleeves. Got another goth gal going on. I was gonna give this look a credit because I don't know if I'm feeling it, but then she had a mask on, was studded and diamonded, and I was like, gotta give it up for the mask queens. Okay, gotta give it up for the queens and wearing masks, because I don't know if you are aware, but we are about to go into a whole other pandemic wave situation. So y'all should be wearing a mask. Y'all should be wearing a mask. Okay, don't make me come through this camera and wear a mask. Okay. All right, on the way out, we are pouring one out for our homies that are no longer with us, and we are honoring them with a sad girl twerk. Y'all, sometimes life is scarier than Halloween, and you just gotta hug your loved ones close and tell everybody how you feel. And, you know, that's me, that's Ebola Cherries. Make sure you Venmo us for the show. You guys, we're doing Digital Drag is Dead. I don't think I did the promo.